Anime Summit, episode 37.
With your powers combined, we make Anime Summit.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Anime Summit podcast. I'm your host, Mac, and with me I have Sam,
Sada,
Kwoka,
Hello.
and Nick.
Hey.
All right, guys, so
shitty
how y'all
intro.
been? Y'all been good?
What's
No,
up?
I think-
Dude.
We need to get in the habit of billboarding the episode. So we're going to be like, later in this episode, we're going to talk about Outbreak Company and
Are we
a show
keeping
that
this in
ripped
the?
off Evangelion.
Are we keeping this in the thing? Or we're cutting this part?
We're totally leaving this part in.
Oh,
Dude, that's awesome. Just leave it in.
Hello, everybody.
Nobody
Just
cares.
like
my
Nobody
name's
cares.
Nick again.
But first,
We'll do
how
it live.
you doing? How you doing, guys?
Mac already asked us that, and I'm about to answer.
Oh,
him,
we're
and he
doing
fucked it
good
up.
and stuff.
Let me tell you what I've been doing. So Street Fighter V came out yesterday.
So
Nice,
you've been
nice.
playing Street Fighter V then?
Played my first ranked matches today. Got my
How's
ass
that
kicked
going?
twice. Got my ass kicked twice, and I kicked ass twice. So take that how you want it, you know. Let me tell you something. The new Street Fighter waifu is probably the new character, Laura, dude. She's this Brazilian.
Laura Croft.
She's
Lara
no,
Croft.
Laura, as in the Spanish version of Laura. Laura. You would know that if you weren't an uncultured butthole.
That's
So Lara
exactly how
Croft?
that's how you spell Laura, though. Like, right?
Okay, anyway. She's probably new Street Fighter waifu. She's a Brazilian, like, jiu-jitsu
Person.
grappler.
Is there a cat in the background? I thought I heard a cat.
Yeah, hold on a second.
It was like,
Ooh,
meow,
shut up.
meow.
Quiet.
So, Mac, what'd you do with your waifu for Valentine's Day?
I did absolutely nothing on Valentine's Day. I
don't even
relaxed.
want to.
That's a great day, dude.
Nothing? You didn't even just play some dating sims or
Nope.
Clanted?
He stared at a wall for 16 hours.
I did
I don't even
something
wanna
better
hear
than
what
stare
Kwoka
at a
did.
wall. What
Well,
I did
wanted to make...
was I painted a spot and then I watched it dry.
Oh, nice, nice.
He
That's
wants
better
to
than a lot of
paint
anime
dry.
this season,
Mac,
Mac. That's
Mac,
better than
did it
Grimgar
dry?
already.
Did it dry from the top down or the bottom up?
Actually, it kind of it had these little patches that dried first and then it just kind of dried out concentrically from that. It was like moving out from the multiple epicenters. It was
Yeah,
kind
like a
of neat.
snowflake or something.
He's all like scientific about it. He's like, see, the patches of paint came together and make an epicenter of a trifecta.
It
And
was ellipses.
No, it's
an
just
eccentric ellipses.
it's the anime trope where you see a tear fall down, but you don't see who's crying. Max just crying onto some paint. That's what happens. And then he sells
Shut
it
up,
as art.
Nick.
He frames it.
No. So, yeah, my Valentine's Day was boring, but all
can we
right
s-
because I didn't spend any money. How was your Valentine's Day, Kwoka?
don't ask him, please don't.
He
God.
fucked his pillow.
So, did you have to finally wash the pillow? It was
No, I didn't
Sound
know.
like you don't wanna know the
some
answer.
did you have some friendly fire going on?
So
He
I just wanna
fucking
say,
made her
I
breakfast.
Wanted to have a lovely morning with Kaori, of
He
course,
fucking made
as
his pillow
anyone
breakfast.
does. And I wanted to make some amlu rice. I don't know how to make amlu rice. Omelette
Omelette du
rice?
fromage?
I can't even do like the
Omeru
Japanese.
rice.
Amaru rice. Amaru rice.
Amaru from
And I
fucking
only
Gundam.
had one egg,
Or Amuro.
so I made just bacon and egg.
Bacon and
And
egg.
we laid in bed and ate bacon and egg.
Omeru rice
Did
is
you,
not hard, dude. It's really,
Did
it's
you
really
grab
easy.
the egg out of her like Poppy
You
from
just make
Monster Musume?
egg and then wrap it around rice.
Yeah, it's pretty legit.
All right, Kwoka, which came first?
No, it's
Which
not.
came first,
He
Kwoka?
fucking
You or the
made his pillow
Dakimakura?
No, this is the kind of weeb shit I'm talking about. Okay, like he made his pillow breakfast. I
No,
saw
I
the
made me
picture on
breakfast.
Twitter.
I just took a picture with her.
He put
It's
the
like I
plate
made-
in front of the damn pillow and took a picture
Yeah.
of it and tweeted it.
You can check that out on Twitter at Anime Summit.
Jesus.
But no,
Nick,
I
what did
also
you do?
worked on. I
didn't do
I
shit.
messed up making an automated system for our last podcast for YouTube, but I made a new, better one that will be for this podcast on YouTube. If you want to check that out, it's kawaii as fuck.
On
Valentine's
them
Day.
YouTubes.
Valentine's Day is like kind of stupid, but here's the cheesy thing: the first date I had with Trisha was on Valentine's Day. Shut up. And then that's when I asked her to be my girlfriend.
How does that happen? Like for a first date, like how much balls do you have to ask a girl out on Valentine's Day?
Dude, then you got to pay more money. You got to wait till the day after Valentine's. Don't give her Valentine's. Save yourself some money, man. Buy some more white
I
shorts
don't know.
and
I
shit.
just kind of like, we was talking on the phone a bunch, and I was just kind of like, I was like, "Hey, girl."
Hey, girl, can I have your number?
No, I was just kind of like, "You want to go to the mall? Like, you want to go like get something to eat and then go to the mall or whatever?"
You wanna
Crunchyroll
go
and
in the
chill?
back of the car?
And she was like, "Okay, that sounds so good."
That is exactly how girls sound, Sam. You just nailed it.
But no, yeah, we've been
That's how
dating
high
ever-
school girls sound.
We've been dating ever since, and we didn't really have a lot of money to do shit because like there were some bills that needed to be paid like ASAP. So we were just kind of like, well, let's have a makeup day. Like, let's like this weekend we'll go get sushi or something or whatever, you know. So we're gonna have a makeup date because we just stayed in and cooked food and cleaned the house. and
Crunchy
shit. It was
rolled and
kinda-
chilled.
So
Yeah.
did you give her a present? Did you give her a box with your dick in it?
It's my
Subtle.
dick in a box. Nah,
That
we
video's
didn't get
like
each
10
other-
years old now.
We didn't get each other nothing.
Almost.
I've been kind of cruising eBay, like when she's not home and stuff to try and find something. But
Yeah, you have to find the box that just looks right. I mean, you got to just look at it and be like, "This is the box
Do you want a long and
that I
narrow
want
box?
to cut a hole in."
Or do you want a short
and
and,
stick my
wide
junk
box?
in it.
Are you going to go shoebox or are you going to cut it horizontally, vertically? It's up to you.
Try and make it as small of a box as possible, and you like contortionist into it.
I know. Then you'll look bigger
So
by
then it,
comparison.
like,
you know what I mean?
When
no,
it,
dude.
when
Then
it
you're
gets
gonna get
unwrapped,
paper
it's like
cuts.
bursting.
No, don't
and
nobody
then it
want that. Don't
lays out.
nobody want that.
You guys
Should be
seen Deadpool though? I
Yeah,
don't want to spoil it.
oh, yeah,
There's
I
a
saw
scene with
Deadpool.
a
Saw
there's a
Deadpool
scene
this
with a
weekend.
tiny hand. I'll leave it at that. Sam knows what I'm talking about.
yeah, this shit was
The
funny.
tiny hand. Don't spoil it though, because people got to see it.
Right.
Right.
No, yeah, like I don't know. She might stroke it in a J shape if I do that, but that'll be fine.
Speaking of J, Japanese animation. We should talk about that.
Yeah, because
Japanimation.
this is an anime podcast, isn't it? So, I guess before we get rolling into our topic for today, which is show pitches, waifu of the week.
Waifu of the week.
Take it away, Mac.
Oh, I get to do that too. Yay! I'm important. Waifu of the week. I've already forgotten who waifu of the week is. Oh yes,
God damn it.
it's Saki. Saki from
You had one
Shinsekai
job.
Yori. I had one job and I screwed it up.
Oh,
Always
Saki
remember
like
that.
the wine. That's me as Nick.
That's
trying to make a
sake.
joke.
That's sake, not Saki.
Yeah, get fucked, Sam.
I know. I was trying to be like Nick and make a dumb joke.
Oh, good one,
Dumb
Nick.
joke, just like Sam.
Good one, Nick.
I know that it's sake.
But yeah, Saki.
He didn't know it was sake.
Actually, I did. Because I
Saki.
pronounce Japanese words better than Kwoka does. So.
Whatever you want to call her. She's best girl of the week.
I'm also better at death metal singing.
From the New
She's
World.
awesome.
Shinsekai Yori. One of
You
the
know
A1
what? No,
Pictures
waifu of the
good
week is
shows.
stupid because no one asked me what I wanted in the waifu roulette. So every time we roll for it, it's some
Dude, you
fucking
can add your own.
no, it's some
You
fucking
can
hoe I don't know.
completely-
You can add your own.
Everybody
Sam,
has access to
We'll
it.
give you the link to add your own.
Well,
It's
no one's ever
okay.
taught me how.
Missy Pie even has access to it.
Psalm down.
No, man. It's all these hoes I don't even know. Fuck y'all, bitches.
It's all the same.
They're from different
It's
area
all the
codes.
same.
Yeah, Sam, I mean, maybe if you watched anime, you'd know him. I mean, you know.
Oh!
Wait, I'm not sure if I missed it, but what makes Saki best girl?
What makes
Well,
Saki
I was
best girl?
looking. Oh, let's go. Mechs got it.
what makes Saki best girl is that, for one, she likes a dude. 2,
Awesome.
Okay.
she makes out
I
with a
mean-
chick.
Even better.
3, this chick can use like ESP powers, man. I mean, come on.
It's like
The possibilities are limitless in the sack.
It's like she's got ESPN or something.
Yeah,
I
like-
know.
Like, think of the angles you could pull off. It would be awesome.
Angles. What?
Like levitation.
I'm confused. In this
He's
picture,
talking
which
about,
one's
like,
Saki?
He's talking about the KonoSuba.
She's the one with the dark hair.
Yes.
Good.
Dark
Thanks.
hair.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I did kind of like, okay, so when I made this picture on there, I did the Tinder thing and I added like more than one character in it so you don't know which one's which.
And they both have dark hair.
No, the brown,
The
Brown-
the brunette.
is that even brown? That's like gray. I don't even know. Anyway,
It's supposed to be like a dark brown.
the
I think.
butt colored hair,
The butt-colored hair.
much like her personality. She's a butt. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
But yeah, Shinsekai Yori, good show. From the New World. That's the song they play all the time. It's literally called From the New World.
Yep. Can confirm.
Pretty good show. Pretty good. Not
Pretty
gonna
good.
lie though,
So-
I picked.
So they go
These
to the
characters-
old world?
Well,
No, it's like
No. there's
some shit happens, and then there's some psychic powers, and
man, let me tell you, like shit gets real, shit goes down, some stuff happens, some people die, freaking people get genetically engineered to act like bonobo apes.
and then there's mole people too.
there's mole people.
That's all you need to know. Just go watch it. Shinsekai Yori, pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay, I will.
people start doing the nasty whenever they get stressed out.
Yeah, it's a dystopian.
By 2030, I promise
fiction.
I'll have found time to watch this.
If you want to watch a dystopian anime, watch this or
Yeah,
a number of others, but this is one of the better ones.
definitely one of the better dystopian ones out there, yes. But anyways, moving on from Waifu of the Week, I guess we can get rolling into our show pitches.
I want to talk about
Since-
Outbreak Company.
Since
Take it
Kwoka wants to
away.
talk about Outbreak Company,
I want to talk about Outbreak Company.
I'm going to let him talk about Outbreak Company. Outbreak,
Good, just
Outbreak,
let me talk
whatever.
about Outbreak
I'm gonna
Company.
talk about Outbreak Company.
Outbreak
Wait, so are you
So-
talking about Outbreak Company?
Yeah, I'm going to be talking about Outbreak Company.
Oh, you're talking about Outbreak Company.
Hey, Kwoka, what's that show you're
Got it.
talking about?
I
it's
think
called
it's Outbreak Company, Fun Boy Invader.
Say it in Moonrune.
Actually, I did hear that show was it actually
In Moonrune,
sucks.
it's Outbreak
It
Company.
actually sucks.
In Moonrune, it is Outbreak Company.
No,
Already.
in Moonrune, it's actually sucks. Sam just said it.
So anyway, Outbreak Company is a 2013 anime. I'm not exactly sure who the
Studio Feel.
animators are. Is that an actual like animation studio? I know it's
Yeah,
produced
they're
by
like,
Pony Canyon and TBS, but
according
I don't
to
know
the
who
new
the-
Mal layout, it's Studio Feel.
yeah, and Dax. I don't know. Whatever.
I think Feel did another one that came out recently as well.
I've
They
never
did.
heard
Oh,
of
it
them
looks like
before.
they did the Snafu, the love comedy Snafu.
They're
Oh.
doing Dagashi Kashi.
Yeah, Dagashi Kashi. There we go.
Wow, Sam knew something about anime.
Yeah, holy shit! How does Sam know that?
Because I'm pro shit.
You're not
I
even
do my
watching
research.
Dagashi Kashi. and you knew
He's
that.
I do my research. I'm pro shit.
Okay,
Get wrecked.
Nick, Sam's pro shit. So Outbreak
Get wrecked.
Company, 2013 anime by Studio Feel. So, have you ever decided to withdraw from your life after a girl rejects you when you try and confess your love to her, right? And you just
Yeah.
want to live inside your room and not go to school anymore and never get a job, right?
It's more
I've never been
suicidal than
rejected,
that, but
so
So you're just living in your room after you get rejected by this girl for like years. And then suddenly when you're on the internet, like an ad pops up and it's like, take this quiz, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, okay. And it's like a 200 question quiz. And it's all about like animu and moe and shit, right?
oh, I'd ace
Right?
that shit. Oh my god.
So then you ace that shit. And then you find out this was for a job. So then you go meet with this guy and he's all like, yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to send you to a fantasy world we found by Mount Fuji. and you're gonna spread moe to the people.
Sounds like God's work right there.
Not gonna lie, I wouldn't even
this
watch
kid-
that show.
Mac and
Shinichi
Sam are
Kano.
just fucking so off board now.
So Shinichi Kano, he gets to go to, it's like Eldrant or something, fantasy world, where they got elves, they got lizard people, they got werewolves.
Wait, I'm gonna let you finish. But is there a pink-haired chick in there?
Pink? I have not seen pink yet.
There's purple.
Is there
according
blue?
to the picture?
Yeah, there's definitely blue. Anyway, he gets to go there, but they like drug him and knock him out and take him there because they don't want anybody to know where the portal is, right? Totally reasonable.
Roofies?
So he wakes up in his mansion, right? His government provided mansion, and he's got a Twin Tails maid who's a half elf.
Wait, is this like Gate mixed with Monster Musume?
Almost. It is definitely like, so that's the basic premise. He then sets up a school and he's spreading moe to the people, teaching people how to read moon runes, telling them about things like I've learned stuff. Like he goes and teaches a bunch of 10-year-olds about Zetaryuki and another one that I don't remember that was
That's
about
like the stockings. ZR.
yeah, Zetaryuki's the thigh area between the skirt and the stockings. And he also teaches
Or
about
the
the
AT
other
field.
word that I had never heard before, which was hatanai, referring to when they keep like showing you kind of like more and more risque shots of a character, but you never actually see her panties. But it's kind of like that point where you're like, does she even have panties? Like Schrodinger's panties, like Aqua.
Oh
from
yeah, like
KonoSuba.
KonoSuba, dude. KonoSuba.
Yeah,
does
where it's
that.
just like, you're like, if she was wearing panties, surely they would have shown, but they haven't shown. But there's also not definitive evidence that she's not wearing any. So you're just like, I don't even know.
But then you find
then-
out there are no
So
panties. It's just a thong.
So he sets up the school and he also teaches well, thongs are panties.
Are
Not
they?
in the
Wait, wait,
traditional
No, they're not.
sense.
He's got
Yes,
his
they-
assistant principal at the school, and she's with the SDF, and she just teaches the kids all about BL and stuff.
This is totally Gate, dude.
No, it's not at all like Gate.
There's a
I mean,
portal.
vaguely,
There's BL.
So, I mean, obviously the show is super stupid in that it is exactly what it sounds like, where it's just otaku pandering.
Yeah,
And
that's Gate.
not too much else, though. It looks really, really good. But I never get sick of anime with cute girls, no matter how many times I watch them. Kirino? No?
That's a true
Okay.
anime fan right there, though.
So it just
Unlike
it keeps
Mac
doing
and
that kind
Sam.
of stuff where it's self-referential, where he always talks about his favorite anime, which is Rental Madoka, which is obviously a mix between Rental Magica and Madoka Magica, right? And then they have like Ultimate Survivor Gaishi.
What's a Gaishi?
It's like
What's
Is
a
that like
Survivor.
a lady that
Kaishi.
seduces you?
Like a Kaishi,
No, it's
but it's not.
geisha. I still don't know what it is.
Ultimate Survivor Kaiji. Dumbass.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Oh,
were saying like
you
geisha
said
or something.
it sounded like Gaishi the way that you said it. What was
Yeah,
that, some
because
kind of
it is.
weird ass
It's
California
It's
accent.
Ultimate Survivor Gaishi,
Okay,
which is
okay,
Ultimate
so they had
Survivor
the,
Kaiji.
Had the
and
thick
you got
black
your
lines and the pointy noses.
yeah, you got your Bundam, right?
Oh, that's Gundam. I got that one.
Yeah, got it. And they've just got a whole bunch of stuff like that, and they definitely like, even though some of their classes I researched them, they're not entirely true, because he tries to teach about Bishoujo games. So he says that the first Bishoujo game ever came out in 1991, and he says that it was Princess Maker. I mean, he says something else that adds on to it, but it's basically Princess Maker, which, if you didn't know, is a Gainax game, because Gainax used to make Bishoujo games. Did you know that? Did you know that? Song?
I didn't
Song?
know that, man. Totally didn't know it.
But the real first Bishoujo game came out in 1984, so I don't know why they lying to these kids in this fantasy world. I mean, probably Princess Maker's better, but
Oh, you mean 1984, like the novel, right?
yeah, no.
Oh no, that wasn't a reference. That was just happened to be a year, I think.
So I would have to say the show, animation, top notch. You got cute girls galore with Minori, the SDF officer, Musume, the Twin Tails half-elf maid, and then you got Petralka, the empress, who's like 11 years old.
Nice.
And then
Does she
you
have
got-
like really big eyebrows?
No. And then you got
Oh,
like
I'm hoping for
Adriel or
those
something,
movie
and she's a werewolf, which means just furry ears and furry tail. And at one point, she dresses up Neko Mimi on top, so she has her furry dog ears and her cat ears, and
Sam, you should really watch this, dude.
it'll teach you all about anime. It's got cute girls,
I don't need to be taught about.
but
Sam,
it does
you
have
don't
like as
have
much as it
enough
is.
moe in your life.
So it is total otaku pandering with cute girls, which is super stupid, but I love it. But it also it has those certain key things that make it very, very good at what it's doing. And that it has definitely mastered the awkward silence where they kind of like everything goes quiet and they kind of like snap back and forth between different views. And it's masterful in its execution. And they have that little thing that separates really good anime from really, really great anime.
Is it
Not that this
it
hits the
boobs?
point of being a great anime, but it has that one little thing, which is a tinge of sadness, because you have to have sadness if the show's going to be a masterpiece, right?
No.
Just
Golden Boy,
just a
man.
tinge in
There's
there.
no sadness in Golden Boy.
I said masterpiece.
Yeah. Did I stutter? Golden Boy, man. Isn't that right, Tom? Yes, that's right.
Golden Boy is actually good.
Here, let me click on my list. I'll find
Anyway,
okay, let me find one without sadness. I'll find the show without
roots-
sadness.
It's fucking awkward. Like, I just don't know what's going on.
That was
Tom,
the
you gotta
point.
try, man. You gotta fucking
Sam
throw
just
it.
knows
Just
there's
yell.
there's some shit going on. That's all he knows.
I don't know. You want
So
me to say
the show has its roots in the fact that in 2005, the Japanese Prime Minister Taro Aso, Taro Awesome,
Probably Oso. It's probably Oso.
Aso.
Yeah, he's
Definitely
Oso
Aso.
awesome. There we go.
So he had tried to start this process of pushing what he referred to as cool Japan out to the rest of the world, like to try and, go as an ambassador for Moe and teach everyone about how cute girls can be, right? And it kind of didn't go well, but it did expand. Like it happened to hit conveniently in 2005 was, if you think back, a time of anime growth.
When did Azumanga Daioh come out and all that? Wait, are you? Okay,
I don't know,
I'm just trying to figure
2007.
this out. Are you saying he started the moe trend or not?
He did not start the Moe trend because
Or
Moe
he
has
just
been
kinda
around since long before he's the
Yeah,
prime minister.
that's-
But
that's
his
true.
push was to put the Japanese government behind pushing Moe to the rest of the world. What he referred to as cool Japan or Kakui Nippon.
Isn't that right, Sam? I'm just trying to get Sam to say something.
What do you want me to say? Every time I open my mouth, I get made fun of for being a casual, quote unquote.
No,
So,
we
Sam,
just
do you
know
like-
we
do you
know
like
that you
moe
don't like
girls?
moe. We know that you don't like it. That's why we're saying it.
Have you ever felt like you were an ambassador of Moe to the rest of the world, Sam?
No.
He's just like, no, fuck you.
No.
This
But
show
have you
sounds
ever-
kind of like shit. Like nothing about that sounds like nothing about that makes me want to watch it.
It's already a rice thin, man.
So Mac, do you like cute girls?
no.
I am not opposed to them, but I'm not going to watch a show just because I'm like, oh shit, it's got cute girls
So
in it.
so you like cute girls? Do you
sure,
like
why not?
good humor?
Define good humor.
He said good.
Well
Actually, yeah, that's
executed direction that goes alongside the jokes.
Actually,
I like
think
comedy.
I'll speak for him there. I'll say Mac does not because he doesn't like prison
Mac
schools.
likes
so.
comedy. Mac, do you like self-referential comedy?
I like comedy.
What do you mean self-referential? Like where they just keep going
Self-
back
like-
and repeating meta jokes? Like, oh, we made that joke and you remember?
Maybe I should say
I'm trying to think.
self-aware as opposed to self-referential because it doesn't reference itself, but it references the anime industry as a whole.
I mean, it sounds to me like if you wanted a I can't even say it. If you wanted a self-referential comedy, just watch Gintama, right? You know, it's got like all the top 10 spots on Mal. It's
But it
got
doesn't
that
have as
dude.
many cute girls.
That's true. So I guess if you wanted cute girls and self-referential, then you should watch Outbreak.
Outbreak Company, of course, is the ambassador of Moe. It's like me. I'm the ambassador of Moe for America.
Like I'm
Yeah,
not
you
going to
know-
watch a show just because it has cute girls. I mean,
I might I might
It
watch it,
doesn't
for all
just
the,
have cute girls. I said it also has great humor.
I might watch it just for all the anime references, but I just
and
have to mention
loads
this.
of anime references.
I just have to mention that Studio Feels also did a lot of the sound production for a hentai.
Nice,
so,
dude.
So I mean,
Feel
this
that?
would be Kwoka's cup of tea, obviously, because the hentai that they did the sound for is about in-law
Is it
incestual
Onichichi?
sex.
Is it Onichichi?
No, it's Immoral Sisters.
Oh.
Little girls.
Yet another
who are-
Onichichi reference.
Little girls who are stepsisters making out with each other. It's right up Kwoka's alley. So
Get wrecked.
How is that? How is that
It
immoral?
probably is
though?
right up my alley. Yeah, what's immoral about that?
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
immoral
no, that's-
about that
about
song?
love?
Come on.
Sam?
Well,
what's immoral about love?
well, nothing if you're not biologically related. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying.
What does
that
it matter if
Kwoka's
you're
a pervert.
biologically related?
That Oedipus
Wow.
complex
I'm sorry.
just saying.
shows itself
Kwoka,
now.
are you from Alabama?
Mac, I'm just saying the
Are you
human
from
race is built
Alabama?
on the back of incest.
Like, I really
I'm
think
just
you're
saying,
from
I'm just saying.
Alabama.
No.
It's built on the back of a beast with two backs. Know what I'm saying?
Yes, built on the
No,
back
it's
There we go.
built on his relationship with his sister and his cousin, who is actually his niece.
Who's also his wife?
Hey, who
Who's
do you
also
and
his
think
his
wife.
aunt.
who do you think Adam and Eve's kids got it done with?
Dude, they just fucking right?
I'm just saying.
Well,
They just
you
appeared.
see,
And besides, Eve was born of Adam. Just saying.
that doesn't make you right.
Wait, Adam had a baby like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, Nick, read a book.
Should, dude. I probably should. All right, trying
So
to find
Outbreak
anime
Company.
without sadness here.
You
Bam.
got
Never
Moe.
mind.
You got self-aware comedy. You got Moe. And you got elves and lizard people
I
And you
think
got
the comedy
elves
by its-
that love Moe arguing against dwarves that love BL.
I think the comedy aspect of it is what's selling it, but the more you say Moe, it makes me not want to watch it.
Sam, you hate. It's okay. You hate Moe. One day you'll come out. But I will point out, there's no high school characters.
I doubt that.
There's no high school students in the
They
entire
look like they're
show.
high schoolers, though.
The main guy is at least 18, probably. Then you got SDF officer. She's obviously like 20 something. Then you got 11-year-old Empress.
Who Kwoka
Probably
totally
like
freaking
16-year-old
faps
maid.
to every time
and
he
then
sees her.
10-year-old students. It's totally legit. There's no high school clubs.
Like,
Am I selling you on it?
do you
some?
just whenever a scene with that 11-year-old comes up, do you just like put it on loop and just unzip your pants and are like, this is fine, this is fine?
Not really.
He's like, not really. His pants. He doesn't wear pants when
really.
he watches anime.
Not really is
Yeah.
not really
Not
is an
really.
inclination that you do it somewhat. So it's like
Well, it's just a coincidence. His hands are cold. You put them down there, warm up.
I'm just saying, in the swimsuit episode, she had a school swimsuit on. And I'm not about that.
Swimsuit episode.
Oh, he doesn't like the school swimsuit.
There was actually, it was pretty funny in that episode. They have like, she challenges her like scholars, because she's like the empress, right? So she's got like smart people that work for the empire, and they have to go through all the Japanese magazines to come up with the swimsuit that she's gonna wear. And they're like, and she's obviously like 11 years old, so flat chested, and they're looking at a lot of stuff that has like models and stuff that have nicer bodies than that. And they're like, oh, this one would look great on your highness. And then one guy shows the school in swimsuit, is like, this would look correct on her. And then they kind of all just look around at each other and it's like, well, jokes aside. And then it just keeps kind of cutting back throughout the show. And they're like, no. And he just keeps trying to say, it's like, what about the competitive school swimsuit? And then later they're all like trying to describe, it's like, well, she's the empress, so she shouldn't be showing too much skin. And it should probably be black because that's classy. But we think that the chest area should be white to even out, give it more style. And the guy pulls out the picture and it's just a school swimsuit. And everybody's like, no, we can't offer this to her.
So to the viewers out there, once this episode is put up, we're going to have a GoFundMe page up to where you can fund Kwoka's obsession with this kind of stuff because
A session
he
with
needs
what?
extra money. He just needs it, for evading the law and for buying more lotion. And
I got a question. Do they sell
Thinking school
used
swimsuits are funny
swimsuits?
What?
Do they sell used swimsuits in Japan? Maybe
Andy
you can...
probably has to buy
I
us
don't
some
know.
used school swimsuits. So
Oh, wait,
I mean-
Kwoka doesn't.
I've
wait,
never been a fan of school swimsuits.
you don't like the school
I've never liked
swimsuits?
that.
Okay. What about? Okay, this is kind of off topic. What about bodysuits? Like Samus
What?
type thing. You know what I mean?
Guys,
Is this just me? Bodysuits are great. Like plug suit. Except, never mind. I've never really
A plug suit
thought about the
occasionally, but not
Evangelion
really.
characters like that. Except for that new girl with the glasses. But anyway,
Except Shinji. Shinji best
yeah,
girl.
Shinji's the best girl.
as long as there's a hole at the bottom for me to enter in. Okay, move on. Jeez.
enter with what?
My
His
fucking
box.
dick. Move on.
So I
Sheesh.
give on to the Nabisco scale. Do we have a theme song for the Nabisco scale?
All right,
Matt.
which
No,
Nabisco
song, go.
product is the most crumbly?
Nabisco scale. Nabisco scale. From rice
Nabisco
thins
scale.
to wheat thins to Oreos and more. Da-da-da. Burm.
Okay.
Quality work.
So I give Outbreak Company animal crackers.
I was just about to say that. That sounds spot on.
Definitely animal crackers. They're just fun and lighthearted with a tinge of sadness because you're eating animals.
That was the best part of your pitch right there.
Nick, you can't really say that when you fucked up a pitch so bad we all had
Yeah,
to
I
go
know.
watch the show for another episode.
Oh, wait, was that Angel's Egg?
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Angel's Egg. Good luck pitching that, though. Yeah, that was fucking weird.
We did it. Any questions about Outbreak Company, guys, before we move on to Evangelion Knockoff 3.0?
Oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
My question is, why?
Who's the best girl? I'm
just
glad you
kidding.
asked.
Oh yeah, that was my
my
question
God.
actually. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a
Twin
good one.
tails maid, of course.
Twin tails maid. Is she the one on the front
Probably.
with the brown hair? Yeah, that's
yeah,
it.
lightish brown hair. Elf ears. Magic.
Pretty good choice right there. Based on
Yo, move,
based on
Mac.
character
Yo,
design.
move. Beat that.
So
Beat that,
now
Mac.
we're going over to Mac Attack. Big Mac Attack.
Big Macintosh.
Let me get some of that fucking Big Mac sauce in there. Boy, put some extra in the cup for me. Shut.
I love that intro. Saw him do that every time.
Yeah, that's pretty
do
good.
that every time.
Put some extra in the cup for me.
Yeah, just hey yo, put some extra Big Mac sauce right here in my cup.
Oh god, that's nasty.
No, I seen this dude in front of me. Real quick. Sorry, just real quick. Just like these two big like ladies. Okay, probably like 4 of me. Okay, and that's saying something. Okay, like each 4 of me each.
They're a big guy for you.
And the one lady, I shit you not, each got a Big Mac meal. They each got an extra Big Mac, and then the one lady asked for a large cup filled halfway with Big Mac sauce, and they gave it to her.
What?
Wait, a small
I'll have
cup- a
the
small
heart
cup?
attack.
Like a water cup?
It was a large cup.
I like Big Mac sauce, not that much.
What size cup was it?
A large, like
Well, Sam, I mean,
large.
they're just being practical right there. How else are you gonna wash down your Big Mac?
Maybe, okay, let's just think. Maybe she likes to cook burgers at home and she wanted to put the Big Mac sauce on it, which I'm pretty sure is probably like some kind of Thousand Island. Anyway,
well, I mean, I've done that before with the honey mustard dressing at Quiznos. Don't get me wrong, I've stolen, tons of. Well, not stealing because it's right
but
there.
it's
for
a
free,
little
but
weird when you're that big and you're asking for it.
I don't even think she took it home though. Like it was just an open cup. Like you know what I mean? Like I didn't see them when they walked out, but whatever. Anyways, moving on. Sorry. Max pitch. Go ahead, buddy.
So I'm actually gonna be pitching a great show, one that has
Whoa,
good
Mac.
story.
Does it have Moe?
Oh Jesus!
No, not.
Oh,
No.
I don't know.
Fail.
I don't know about this.
Oh, come on. You've seen a couple of episodes.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
I've been putting off this pitch for a while because a lot of people say that it's an Evangelion ripoff and blah, 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 and all of this. And I just didn't feel like tackling it, but I'm finally doing it. So, the show I'm covering today is RahXephon. Now, RahXephon was made by Studio Bounce.
Bounce,
Boners.
bounce.
Back when Bounce was worth a damn.
they've had some good
2002
stuff recently.
specifically. 2002 specifically. Yeah, but most of the new stuff is shit.
They made Full Metal Alchemist, so that was a while ago. Not gonna lie.
Exactly. That's why I said back when Bounce was good.
Oh, they did Space Dandy, right?
Bounce.
Well, technically, that was kind of more of a collaboration.
Anyways,
Anyway.
so let me give you the lowdown about this show, right? So, starts out, guy, he's in Tokyo. His name's Ayato. He's MC, of course. Anyways,
MC-kun?
he's just going about his day, doing his thing, seeing his buddies, Mamoru and Asahina, no big deal. And then, shit gets cray. Like all of a sudden, people start attacking. And things explode. And he meets this chick in the subway who is like busting out some serious spy moves. And she's awesome. And she is very important to the show. Her name is Haruka. But, long story short, events happen. He finds that he can control this really cool mech called RahXephon.
Yeah, it's called RahXephon.
Called RahXephon, actually.
Wow,
Oh,
that was
that's why they
surprising.
call it that.
Yes, because it's the name of the mech that he pilots. Even
Actually,
though
isn't that the same as every mech show? Like the title of the show is what they pilot.
Pretty much.
I just realized that.
Except for in Nadesco, it's the name of the battleship, but that's not that much.
and
different.
except for Knights of Sidonia.
Yeah, they pilot Sidonia, right?
Well,
No, they don't.
they pilot the knights, don't they? And Sidonia's
They're
what
just
they
riding
guard.
on top.
But
of it.
anyways,
Yeehaw!
Nick is gonna love this, right? Because RahXephon comes out of an egg, and he's immediately gonna be like, "Oh, angel's egg,
Angel's
oh."
egg. Oh.
That show sucks.
It's not a show. It's an OVA.
Wait, he comes out of an egg?
RahXephon, yes.
Which
So,
came
like-
first,
like
though, the
it-
RahXephon
like-
or the egg?
Okay, so it comes out of an egg as an angel's egg. Angels are part of Evangelion. Ripoff.
No, actually, wrong.
Wait, I see it. I see
This
it. I
show is a
understand it.
ripoff of the Asterisk War because the main character is named Ayato. So,
Shut
fuck.
up.
Sorry, go ahead.
just
Asterisk
kidding,
War
dude.
did it first.
Asterisk War did it
Anyways.
first, dude.
Anyways, so shit's blowing up, right? He meets Haruka, and she tries to convince him, hey, the life that you know here isn't the real world. She's like, this is all just an illusion that's made up, and you're all being controlled.
You're in the Matrix?
It kind of had a little bit of a Matrix vibe, not even gonna
and
lie.
the little train station actually did look like the Matrix. You know, the fight scene where he's fighting Agent Smith.
Yeah, but this came before the
That's
Matrix.
just a train
but,
station,
But
though.
I
That doesn't mean
digress.
anything.
Anyways, he kind of has this struggle. He wants to know, but then again, he doesn't because this is pretty much all that he thinks, quote unquote, he's ever known. So, more stuff happens, and then he decides to go with Haruka after his mom gets injured and he sees something that freaks him the hell out. So he leaves. But the really cool thing is this is all taking place in Tokyo, right?
Of
they've
course.
all been told that
It's Tokyo Jupiter, though, right?
yeah, it's Tokyo Jupiter.
What a name.
It's
Wow.
Tokyo Jupiter because
It looks
if
like
you
Jupiter.
look at it from the
Jupiter?
outside, it looks like Jupiter. I mean, the effect of it, it's basically a giant dome that surrounds Tokyo, right? And it's really cool because in Tokyo, time
So they
moves
can keep all the
differently
maid cafes
than it
safe
does in the
inside.
So it's
outside
kind of
world.
like the Geo front. Kind of.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Shut
It's
up,
actually
Nick.
not. The
God,
show's
let
not
him
that
go.
similar.
Just let him go. Okay.
Anyways, to really draw an example here about the time difference, the year is 2015 in Tokyo, right? But on the outside world, it's 2027. So there's like a time dilation effect that goes on inside Tokyo Jupiter that slows time down, which it's never really explained why that happens. It's not really massively important to the
Because
story.
you know the speed of light and special relativity.
Yes.
Oh, wouldn't
whatever.
it actually? Couldn't it be like the orbit?
Schrodinger's Jupiter.
Well,
Who
no,
gives a shit?
Because like
Yeah,
1 year on
scrotum's Jupiter. Okay.
Scrotum's
go ahead.
Yeah,
Jupiter. No,
scrotum's
one
Jupiter.
year on Jupiter though is like way longer than 1 year on Earth, right? Because it's got to rotate around the sun.
I don't know. Probably. Who cares?
So their days are longer. I don't fucking know. Their years are going to be like 1,000 days long.
Who cares? Anyways, once they get outside, basically Ayato learns all of this stuff from Haruka about there's actually a species that invaded them called the Mu, who basically control Tokyo Jupiter. And the big difference between regular humans and the Mu is that they bleed blue instead of red. And that's how you can tell them.
This sounds
And
like
they also-
Gintama, where Tokyo's taken over by aliens and they ban swords.
Why would they ban swords? Oh, the aliens do?
Yeah,
Oh, that's how you kill it. That's true, actually. That's how you kill
that's how you
aliens.
stop samurai.
Continuing on, another thing about the Mu is that they can control. I don't know what you could really compare them to. They're kind of like mechs, but they're kind of not. But they're called dolems, and they use those basically as weapons to fight.
Wait, so you mean they're biomechanical?
No, they're not. Actually, I think they're
But you just
mostly
said
made
they're
up
like
of
a robot, like a monster?
They're mostly made up of clay. Okay, from what I remember.
Sounds like Evangelions.
But wait, there's more. Once you get into it, the base that they go to gets attacked by these dolems every episode or two, just like the angels. Huh?
Oh, man.
Sounds like Attack on Titan.
Yeah. Evangelion kind of ripped off Attack on Titan, though.
Yeah, you're right.
This show also draws a lot of influences from Mesoamerican, basically, cultures, and it's very musically influenced. You're going to see a lot of references to musical terminology. You're going to see a lot of references to the, I guess you say it, the Nautl language, Nautl. It's a South American language, if I'm correct.
Wasn't the music how the angels attacked them? They like sang. I'm
the
11
Mu,
episodes
the
in.
Mu
I haven't finished
controls the dolems by singing, and they actually give off what's called.
Oh, what?
They actually give off.
This
what's
is Day
called
Day
a-
Live.
I'm gonna kill you. I
They
will
got to bring in
find
their
you,
Macross idol to fight the angels.
and I will kill you.
That'd be sweet, actually, if they fought the angels with like idols. That'd be badass.
You guys are making this so difficult. Why are you doing this to me? This is so difficult. I blame Nick. Nick is the problem.
Sorry.
But anyways, pointing out that Nick is an idiot aside, it's really cool that this show basically draws the references that it does. It really helps to have some bare bones musical knowledge at times. The characters in this show, they're very real and genuine. They're very well written. The action scenes are pretty freaking cool, but it's not all about the fights. It's more about the characters and how
Wow,
they
that-
deal with the
sounds
situations
like
they're
another
given,
show.
but it doesn't come across as
Well, it sounds like every
it doesn't
show.
it doesn't it doesn't really come across as the characters are suffering because of the plot. It's just this is what's happening. It's not like they're just, oh, this is so terrible. This is awful. My name is Shinji Ikari and I'm such a little bitch.
No,
It's
I think
nothing like
that sounds
that.
like
Oh my
Madoka, actually.
fucking God.
Mac, the way you
It's
described it
like you
sounds
just
more
like
like
want to
Madoka.
fight right now. Like, you want to fight?
No, it's
With
not.
your
It's not a
fists?
bad show, Sam. Like, I wouldn't say it's a
No,
bad
I'm
show.
not saying RahXephon's a bad show. I haven't even seen it.
Oh no, I was talking about Evangelion. Evangelion's
I'm
not
sorry.
that bad. No, I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to do it.
The Shinji
Fight
meme.
me.
So you're saying they're not
Shinji is-
just like
look,
plot devices?
No, Shinji is best girl. Don't talk about her like that.
She's pretty.
I'm
I
still
like
mad.
the music. in
I'm
the
still
show,
mad she didn't get in the damn robot.
though. Who didn't? He did get in the robot. That's the first thing he did.
No, it's not. He complained before he got in the robot.
Yeah, that's true. But still, he still did it.
You know what Ayato did? He got in the damn robot.
No, Ayato got his sword and fought in the tournament.
Oh, Mac. Fun fact.
Asterisk War.
The Dolums get their name from Do Re Mi.
Yes,
I'm just telling you. didn't mention that.
because
Sound of Music.
because-
Nice. Not really, but
Dolum, if you look at it,
Each one is
You
actually
can-
named after a different musical annotation.
yeah, do, and then lei if you're Japanese, but rei if you're an English
Well,
speaking
Japan
person.
doesn't have L sounds.
Yeah,
It's just that when they generally transliterate things back out of Japanese, they assume all R's are L's for some stupid reason.
yeah, it's kind of stupid. But yeah, that is true. I remember that. Also, another thing about this show is that if you've ever read the short story The Dandelion Girl, it draws pretty heavily from that. So if you like the short story Dandelion Girl, which you should read because it's only like 8 pages, and
Oh,
it's
nice.
a marvelous little short
I
story.
could actually do that. It's only 8 pages.
Nick could actually do this.
It would take me a little
because
while.
it
I could do it in like an hour, but
Yeah, it would take him an hour to read 8 pages because he literally has about 4.5 brain cells. But going beyond Nick's inadequacies, I'm
up.
sorry. I had to. I'm sorry.
Hating on him.
Sorry, I just finished this big giant bottle of Haterade because I knew that I would get shit for pitching this show because it's an Evangelion ripoff.
no, it's not
So,
really.
Mac, do you want to
a
explain
ripoff.
to us why it isn't an Evangelion ripoff, or better yet, why it is a better version of Evangelion?
Well, I still
Oh,
haven't
God.
even heard anything that seems remotely like it would be a ripoff.
Like if you watch it,
It's not.
I'm
It's not
I'm
really the same.
really doing my best to dance around some of the things that really some people could say, "Oh, this is like Evangelion because of this," because that some of that doesn't just happen in the first episode; it happens later on, and I really don't want to spoil some of the things.
Well, I mean, probably one of the major things is that the RahXephon is a creature with armor that works like a robot.
they don't really explain what RahXephon is, though. It's
Wait.
just
Is there?
It's
a
there.
movie-
It's a plot device.
it's just there. There's really no backstory about
You
it
see,
until
kids, this is what we call a
until
Deus
the last
Ex
couple of
Machina.
episodes. I mean, all you know is that the pilots of them aren't called pilots per se. They're called performers because
They're called writers.
going back to the whole musical thing, the whole purpose of RahXephon is to tune the world, so to say. And this is where it goes back into it's an Evangelion ripoff because if you remember
Yeah, human
Evangelion
instrumentality.
Instruments. I get it.
Oh, dude. Meta. They took that concept so far, man. 10 out of 10.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's one of the things that people are like, oh, it's just a ripoff. Nobody cares. But
Smack, where does it improve on that to avoid being just a ripoff?
where does it improve?
Yeah.
For one,
Doesn't
I
have to
find the
improve.
characters much more relatable and likable. I do personally. Your mileage may vary. Oh, I forgot to throw this in. Rara. You're going to hear that a lot
God damn it.
from one of the characters.
He's been saying that every fucking day in chat, and nobody knew what it was, and I just figured it out.
Ara.
Rara?
No, the one girl, the
Kwon.
what's her name? Kwan. I really like her
Mon
character
Kisaragi?
design. She says that all the time, or she says it like not that much. Did you watch the English dub, Mac?
No, I've always watched the subs to it.
Damn, dude, you gotta watch the dubs. ADV, man. Full Metal Panic. It's like the same cast as Full Metal Panic plus Asuka.
Oh, maybe I'll
She's
feel like a
side character.
masochist one day and watch it.
ADV also produced Nadesco and Evangelion as well,
And Golden Boy.
and Golden Boy,
And a bunch of other stuff. Full Metal Panic, whatever.
and Sonic the Hedgehog.
And whatever. But
Whatever.
let's
I
see.
think-
I think
I
I think I
really like
mentioned
her
everything
design,
that I wanted to say about it because I don't want to go into it too much because
I feel
Well,
like
you gotta tell
we
us why
should
we
do.
should watch it right now. It just sounds like a generic ass robot game. And it's not even a game. It's a TV show.
Yeah, I think it was partly the pitch. Mac just didn't want to spoil stuff, but I'll spoil it. No, I'm kidding.
Surely there's stuff that happens in the first like 4 episodes that isn't a spoil that you can tell us. Surely something decent
See,
happens in the first 4 episodes.
That's the problem. That's the problem with this show. If you remember, whenever you watched Evangelion, the plot was really thick, right? Like lots of shit was happening. There was a lot of stuff you had to remember. All of that. This show is exactly like that. Yes, I just
it's
kind of
Evangelion.
compared it to Evangelion.
I don't know. I'm finding this one a little bit harder to figure out exactly like how all the bits and pieces fit together in the early episodes. I think Evangelion really went like crazy kind of later on, but this one is like
See, this
least
one
in the
does
first
the
11.
opposite. Everything
Yeah.
gets more concise as it moves on because the first couple of episodes are more like a massive just data dump. You have to remember all of this different
well,
stuff.
they don't info dump though. Like it's not that they're not talking a lot. It's just like stuff happens, and I figured it out, but there's
Yeah, as I said, as stuff goes on, you figure out, oh, this is what happens, and blah blah blah. I mean, it's just
so it's like
just
they
one of
give
those
you
things.
lots and lots of pieces, and then as the time goes by, you figure out how those pieces fit together.
This show does storytelling right. They give you more questions before they give you answers, and by the end of it, you have many, many answers to all of your questions.
Except where RahXephon came from.
Oh, they answer that.
Oh.
Yes, they answer that. They tell you exactly where RahXephon
He was a gift
came
from the Matrix?
He was not a gift from Neo, no.
well, he can fly.
Or
He's got
Morpheus.
the wings on his head to fly.
He does have wings on his head, which is kind of cool.
Mac, have you ever
How
played
does he fit through doors though? Man, that's my question.
the RahXephon PS2 game?
Man, I haven't had a PlayStation since
You can probably find it online to
I
like
was like-
emulate or something.
Would it now? I wonder if it's worth a damn. I'll have to look it up. I'll do it for science if it's good. Only
Do it
if
for
it's
science.
good.
I watched the first 11 episodes. I'm not done yet. I will finish it soon. One thing is I like the music in the show. It kind of reminds me of Ghost in the Shell. And what's another one? It's got like Tiesto. It's like early 2000s kind of EDM sort of with like pianos and God, what's the other? There's another instrument they play all the time. I forgot what it is. But anyway,
A harp,
no,
a
it's something
euphonium,
else.
a violin,
Talking about electric music, Kwoka. Shit.
a
Jesus,
kazoo,
man.
No, it sounds like one of those Tiesto albums though, which is kind of cool.
a
but
recorder.
Oh my god.
It's not really trance. It just kind of reminds me of it.
No, but how about that ending theme though? It's
I like the
think
opening.
it's
The opening one's
only-
pretty decent too.
I like the opening. It fits the show, but I think the ED is what really ties into the show well because the ED, you have two different EDs, but the thing about it is that it's the same music. It's just one has Japanese lyrics and the other has English lyrics. That's the only difference. Otherwise, it sounds exactly the same. And it changes it up from episode to episode. And it's kind of cool because you have Mulians and then you have humans, and it's kind of like a duality because Mulians do have their own language that you hear spoken at times, but you never get translated. It just sounds like gibberish to you. So if you were in Japan and you didn't know English by some happenstance, it would sound like gibberish to you. How do you like them apples?
Nabisco scale?
Nabisco scale. What I would give this?
Is an Evangelion shaped Oreo.
I would not give it an Evangelion-shaped Oreo. I would have
A
to.
Shinji-shaped animal cracker.
I'd have to. I'd probably have to give it a Chips Ahoy. A very, very, very,
solid.
very strong Chips Ahoy.
A Chips Ahoy. A
Like-
cookie made of better cookies.
Like I'm talking about the Chips Ahoy that are like the soft and chewy ones that have like the extra
Oh.
chocolate in it.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah, those.
I'm
That's
feeling
what
you.
I rate this show.
So what I'm
feeling you.
reading is that some critics said that it's a complete ripoff, and then some critics saying that it does borrow elements, but if anything, it's more ripoff of Megazone 23.
I've never seen Megazone 23.
Me neither. I don't even know, but
Yeah, like
But,
it's weird.
But
'cause
I
the
can
show
say this
isn't-
because after reading up about it and looking into it, the director of the show wanted to bring back some of the old mechas and how they were portrayed. And that was his main inspiration was older mecha shows. So it wouldn't be surprising to me at all if it shared a lot of similarities with that.
Yeah,
with
he did some work
those
on
older
Pat
shows.
Labor and he did some Gundam.
Wait, what show?
No, the director, what's his name? Yutaka Izubuchi.
Yeah, what show?
He just did some work. He didn't direct these shows, but he did some work on Pat Labor and Gundam.
You mean Pate
Gundam Wing,
Labor?
actually.
Pate Labor?
Yeah, Pat Labor. And Terra E. So I know when you guys pitched that. So that was
I did.
Mac, you pitched that. So
I did.
he did a lot of like design work on those. It looks like he was only a director on like this and part of Yamato or Battleship Yamato.
Yamato.
But yeah, it's weird though. Like this show, I'm just looking at the graph on Mal, and obviously it doesn't mean anything, but it gives you
'Cause
stats
it's
for
Mal.
what scores people gave shows, and like some of them, they're all concentrated at the top. If you look at Erased and stuff, like nobody rated it lower than 7, which is really weird, and that's another topic. But this one's kind of in the middle. The scores on this are like not that many people actually gave it a 10 or even a 9. Like almost everyone gave it a 7 or 8. And then if you go flip it to Evangelion, it's the other way around. It's like mostly 10s, 9s. And then there's like the troll ratings at the bottom for both shows. But it feels like that to me too. Like this show feels good, but it doesn't feel like... I haven't finished it yet, though. I can't say this fairly, but from the first 11
A lot
episodes...
of that could be because Evangelion had such mass market success.
Well, no, it's like another topic. I think Evangelion is just better in every way, but I'm not saying the show's bad.
Every
I'm
way.
not saying that. Yeah, I think it's better in... Okay, not every single way, because what's her name? Kwan. She has, like, really great character design. I love that. She probably looks
Better than Asuka.
really cool.
Rara?
Yeah. and
And
they had
then she
some, they
says
had some cool
annoying
music
shit all
in
the
the show,
time,
too.
apparently.
But it's just one of those shows that's like, I think it is worth watching, but I wouldn't call it a masterpiece, and I wouldn't say it's like one of the best things or anything like that. I haven't finished it yet.
I wouldn't call it a
halfway
masterpiece,
through.
but it's a great show. I love it. It's a great show. It's a Chips Ahoy all the way. Now that we've rambled on RahXephon for far, far too long, final thoughts.
Oh, I got one. Okay, my final thought, RahXephon it's like the easiest show to search for if you're trying to go to the search bar.
Is it?
God tier searchability right there.
Oh, yeah, because what
RAHX.
else is spelled like RahXephon?
Yeah, easy right there. You can't go wrong.
RAH, and you can't go. You get it. You get it with just that. My final thought is that Moe is awesome, and you all suck for not realizing it.
Outbreak Company better than RahXephon.
Yep.
Heard it
Cute
here
girls.
first.
Cute girls win. Cute girls win every time.
Okay, now let's have
That is why the Japanese government is using cute Japanese anime girls to try and get people to register to vote.
as I said, good final thoughts. Sam, final thoughts?
I think it'd be really fun to have an Evangelion vs. RahXephon episode. That might be fun.
I think
That'd
it would
require
be
you actually
too.
watching anime, Sam.
That's 26
Oh,
episodes,
dude.
Sam.
Dude, Sam would watch this. Like, don't even hate. Sam would watch
so
this.
done.
Yeah, Sam
I
would
think,
watch this.
yeah, Sam would like
I
this more
believe.
than Your Lie in April because it has robots and shit.
Well, plus it's not garbage.
This is
Oh,
true.
yeah, okay, yeah.
I will
let's
fight
go
you.
there. We're gonna have Your Lie in April versus RahXephon now.
I don't
Versus
need to, I don't
Outbreak
need
Company,
to be like,
Dark Horse.
I don't need to. You know what? Like,
Kaon versus Gunbuster.
You're just not the target demographic of that show. It's fine.
you can't. Nah. Sorry. We could keep going on about this if you guys want, but it's just like it's getting old. The whole Your Lie in April. I just think it sucks. Okay.
You're the one that brought up Your Lie in April.
No, Nick did.
Nick
Oh.
did.
And
Wait, did
and you know
I
what?
feel like-
I mean, sorry for being a filthy casual. Fuck you guys. I don't know.
You don't need to apologize
I don't know what else to tell you.
to us. Apologize to the waifus.
No, because all the waifus on the waifu roulette thing are all hoes I don't even know.
You can add your own, man.
Ain't nobody telling me how to do that.
So waifus, final thoughts aside, I don't really have much to say other than give RahXephon a shot because it's actually pretty freaking good, even though you won't see a lot of people talk about it. So yeah, thanks guys for listening. I've been Mac. With me has been Sam, Nick, and Kamchuka Kwoka, and this has been the Anime Summit Podcast.
If you like the show, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Anime Summit or leave a review on iTunes.